Hello everyone, and welcome to my Days of Our Lives official. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Philip confirms that Kate thinks he is unaware that Vivian forged the letter to Victor on today's episode of Days of Our Lives. Vivian affirms that she is and gives Philip the reassurance that his mother won't cause any issues. Although Philip doesn't believe it, Vivian assures him that after they spoke, his mother gave in and offered him money and power. When Vivian inquires about Xander's situation, Philip assures her that he would take care of his brother. However, he is concerned about his mother. They both concur that he is Victor's legitimate successor, and Vivian reassures him that Kate is on their side. She then tells him to grab his mother an aspirin while pretending to have a headache. "You're not my mother in real life." Kate promises to cut Vivian in with Titan money coming to body and soul when she flashes back to her in the tavern. Jada, one of Salem's most infamous criminals, is in town when she arrives at the police station shortly after to report a crime. After that, she tells Jada about Vivian with a great deal of satisfaction. She contacts Philip and tells him she has to speak with him once the police officer leaves. Right now. While Gabby goes over her divorce papers, Rafe returns home from physical therapy. He regrets that despite her misgivings, it did go through. When he realizes she hasn't signed, though, she explains that the pens are out of ink. Rafe gives it a try, sees that she's making excuses, and advises her to speak with Stefan. Days in their house, Gabby speaks clumsily while Rafe stares at her and Javi crosses his arms. At that moment, the cousins greet one another as Javi enters the room dancing, much to Rafe's delight. When he inquires as to why Gabby failed to disclose his visit, Javi replies, "Did Gabby fail to inform you? I intend to remain here. I'm going to move in." Rafe tells him there's plenty of room for him after Gabby reveals that he and Jada were asleep when they returned from the bar, drowning her divorce sorrows. They then discuss Rafe receiving his aunt's engagement ring, but Javi raises his hand when he inquires as to its location. "Primo, it's right here." He claims that after trying it on, he might keep it because it fit him so perfectly. Rafe reveals he was going to give the ring to someone after they have a friendly argument about it. He wishes to ask Jada to marry him. "That's romantic," Javi concedes. Rafe says he's been considering it ever since he woke up from his coma, and Gabby congratulates him with excitement. Furthermore, there is never a better moment to make a proposal. Javi requests the tea on Jada after he departs. "She's amazing, and you'll adore her." Rafe deserves happiness after 3 unsuccessful marriages, and they make a lovely couple. She is on the verge of tying the record. Brady offers Tate a motivational speech in the living room while holding his palm to his chest. Additionally, you will no longer identify Eric Martzolf's son. At home, Tate informs his father about Holly's apology and visit. However, Brady is aware that Tate is unsure about their reunion. Thus, the teenager reluctantly acknowledges that he had an affair with another girl. His father wonders when this occurred. Tate acknowledges that it happened with Sophia and in their house last night. However, he feels bad because he believed that his relationship with Holly was finished. Tate says he doesn't regret having sex with Sophia, but he prefers Holly when Brady asks him what he wants. Brady takes that to mean that his son wants to reunite with Holly, but Tate dumps them the following day after realizing that he simply had a sexual encounter with Sophia. Brady thinks Tate isn't helping Sophia by remaining with her out of duty or remorse, but he doesn't have any simple solutions. Having stated that Sophia has intense affections for Tate, Ava informed Brady. Ultimately, he is unable to escape this situation without causing harm to someone. He must therefore be truthful with himself. Additionally, Holly and Sophia came clean about having sex with Sophia. Brady loves him and believes in him, but it will be difficult. Additionally, you are extremely grounded if you ever invite a girl to stay over without first getting my permission. Holly dismissively addresses Sophia in the square on certain days. After they exchange a few jabs in the square, Sophia tells Holly that her enemy, or rather, her outright enemy at this point, should be aware of something about her and Tate. However, she just mentions that she and Tate were hanging out throughout Holly's absence. It's outdated. Holly expressed her want to reunite with Tate after he informed her. Holly claims that Tate appeared cool about her, and they argue about whether Tate should ever forgive her. She acknowledges, however, that he hasn't yet taken her back. After that, they continue to quarrel over who is the more active stalker on social media. However, Sophia insists there's more to think about before they part ways. Sophia's mother calls before she can tell him that she's sleeping with him, and Holly storms off. Kate chastises Philip for sneaking into town again without alerting her when he meets her with a smile in the pub. And he's working with her sworn enemy now? So, is the crypt keeper aware that you visited me? Kate claims she needs to tell him something since she doesn't, but Philip beats her to the point about fabricating the letter. Although she finds it difficult to acknowledge, Vivian is correct and Philip ought to be in charge of Titan. Days as they converse at a table in the pub, Kate gives Philip a frustrated expression. See also, 2024's Day of Days festivities. However, Vivian must leave now that she has fulfilled her purpose. Philip claims she came up with the concept and he can't get rid of her. Oh, don't worry about that, honey. I took care of it already. The fact that Kate lied to Vivian, coerced her into giving him information, and then turned her and impressed Philip. His mother acknowledges that Mrs. Roman Brady wouldn't plot, but Kate Roberts did. Jada storms into Vivian's room at the inn and takes her into custody. Vivian merely gives a headshake. Vivian quickly realizes that Kate turned her in since she is familiar with the routine. At the Kiriaki's mansion, Holly is looking at her phone when Tate arrives. He forgives her and wants to reunite with her. Until he tells her about his night with Sophia, Holly is ecstatic. You and Sophia shared a bed? I anticipate being sick. After that, he changes his mind and declares that he wants to be with Holly but must first see how things work out with Sophia. He gives another apology and slips away. Days Tate appears worried in the Kiriaki's living room as Holly clutches her stomach in dread. See also, the definitive preview of Season 60. In the last seconds of the broadcast, Javi informs Gabby that he still supports her and Stefan, and it's obvious that she does too, because she hasn't signed. However, she must accept that her marriage is over. Javi advises her to speak with Stefan directly. They briefly veer off topic to discuss Mateas, whom he nearly married, before returning to her conversation with Stefan. It's an excellent idea to do it now. Kate swears she won't tell Philip. Don't stress over Vivian, he deserves the company. She can't risk adding fraud to her charges, so she won't blow things up. Days Vivian, who is in handcuffs, looks glumly on as Jada checks her phone. When Rafe arrives at the station, Jada is not there. Vivian wants a lawyer at the Salem Inn, but Rafe phones as Jada is taking her away. After she returns, he asks if she wants a bite, and when he learns who she is arresting, he cautions Jada. At that moment, Rafe hears a gunshot and Jada screaming on the other end of the line.